Hi, I'm Jerry Banfield with Bandwork. Why are we here? To learn Facebook ads that get likes and fans and web traffic for the lowest cost. That's what I do, and I'm going to give you all of my best information about everything I know that will help you get likes and fans for a much lower cost using Facebook ads. I hope you're ready to get started. These are the kind of results I'm talking about. 2,619 likes for $1.73. 20,000 likes at $0.00 per like. 1 cent cost per click campaigns driving 4,000 Facebook likes, with each ad campaign consistently getting low cost clicks. Massive campaigns for under $200 pulling 60, 50, 15,000, all kinds of likes at an incredibly low price. Note, these are the only factors that are important. Dollars spent, page likes. $181 spent, 60,000 likes. That's what kind of results I'm talking about. 1 cent cost per click on huge ad campaigns, 250,000 page likes. You can see was done for only $2,500. No, even less, $840. The 1% cost per click up here is the average among all these campaigns. 250,000 likes, $840. This is what you are going to learn. Now, 2,900 Facebook likes, $12. Are you interested yet? Let's move forward and answer the key question I'm so sure you're wondering after seeing things like $4 for 1,700 clicks, 0 cents per like. You're wondering how. When I started out, it was incredibly difficult to get my page off the ground. Now, this system will help you get any page off the ground. As with anything in life, great advice applies across the board. Sun Tzu says, subdue the enemy without fighting. This is a principle that I've used to get these kind of results. The enemy in this case are other advertisers on Facebook. I don't want to fight with other advertisers on Facebook. I want to get all kinds of people to see my ads for damn near free. Subdue the enemy without fighting. I don't have to fight with other advertisers. I don't have the budget to sit there and knock it out with Coca-Cola or the biggest companies in the world. I find people that no one else thinks to target. India, Albania, Nepal, Malaysia, Mexico, Pakistan, Venezuela. I love you guys. I've shown millions of ads in your countries. And you engage with the page, you participate, and while most of the advertisers ignore you, I'm out there trying to give you ads that are more interesting. This is how I get these kind of results. These countries have massive populations, 18 million people in this case for what I targeted. And look at the kind of results you get out of it. 60,000 page likes. This was for the campaign I showed you above. Continue on. This works any way you do it. This is from another campaign I showed you above. These target only English-speaking people who like Christianity, which for a faith-based initiative for the page is exactly what I was looking for. $4.71 spent, 3,824 Facebook page likes. Where else do you know you can get those kind of results for that kind of money? Continuing on, another type of campaign. This is the actual ad campaign I ran to promote this event. You can see 7 cents per event response. I feel bad for the other advertisers out there with small events spending $1, $2, $3, $5, $10 to get one person to attend their event. I thank you guys in Argentina, Bangladesh, Serbia, Vietnam, Romania, Algeria, Egypt, Cameroon, Kenya, Nepal, India, and Malaysia that have come to my event. At 7 cents a response, I think you are just as valuable as people in other parts of the world. While most of the other advertisers don't share this, opinion, it costs them a lot. They have small events no one likes to go to. I thank all of you for participating in my event. Take a look at this ad. It's nothing crazy or complicated, fairly straightforward. 1 cent online advertising. That's what we're here to learn. The ad is using a stock photo to ensure I don't have any copyright issues, which is important when you're showing a lot of ads. It gives you a simple value proposition, and it has all the English languages targeted with marketing and advertising, fairly straightforward. Here's another campaign, 700 event responses. This is the aggregate total of another event promotion campaign for this exact same webinar. Only $52. Most advertisers, this would cost them anywhere from $200 to $1,000+. You can use these same methods and make your events a lot bigger. Now, let's move on. Most of you, I think, are looking straight up for page likes. Page likes are the basic foundation of building any good brand on Facebook. These are the kind of results you want to get. $58 spent, 19,502 likes, 500,000 ads shown, and that's to 500,000 people saw the ads 3.5 times each. How do you do this? Well, first you just make an ad campaign that has lots of ad variations. You should never have just one ad in a campaign unless you are testing a whole lot of different campaigns. Still, first principle, many different ad variations. Oh, and did I mention this is for my new company page? This is my third Facebook company page. I've tested out a lot on the first two, and this is what will be my new page after moving on from the last page, which I'll show you now. We'll talk more about that in a minute. This is for my new page. I want to be able to post pictures of my dogs on my new company Facebook page. Why? Because I want to show my dogs off. So here's the ad I made. Like cute dogs, simple question, and a simple value proposition. We post pictures of cute dogs for you to enjoy. And look, there's a stock photo of a dog there. And look down here. I've hardly spent anything on this campaign. I've got 36,000 likes on it, which is more than 99% of social media management and online advertising companies. I've spent less than $100, and I have a giant Facebook page that I'm not even using yet. And hello, when you visit the page, there's my puppy on the upper left, and here's both of my dogs down here in one of the recent photos. I think they're very happy they got a few hundred likes on the last photo I posted. And I love everyone that went there and liked it. So thank you guys. And if you want to like my dog, you can join 36,000 other people. Here's the ad targeting, the real magic that makes this happen. India, Albania, Nepal, Malaysia, Mexico, Pakistan, Venezuela, Argentina, Chile, Indonesia, Brazil, Trinidad and Tobago, Bangladesh, Morocco, Egypt, Ecuador, Bosnia and Herzegovina, Tunisia, Macedonia, and Algeria. Awesome countries where there are plenty of English speakers on Facebook. Enough that I can target specifically ones that have already liked dog. Only English and who are not already connected to my page. 10,000 actions you can see. Not only page likes, I'm getting page post likes, I'm getting people looking at photos, and 53 other actions on top of that. And if we look up here, how much did that cost? Almost nothing. What I said before about creating multiple ad variations. Here's another ad I'm running as part of the same campaign. The only thing I changed is another stock photo of a dog. And what's funny is one person liked my page in a time I was creating these pictures for the webinar. Same targeting, and you can see again outstanding results. 138 page post likes. That's directly and immediately after liking the page. That's not including organic engagement I get for free. So those are immediate engagement in addition to the page likes. Well, the question I might be asking in your shoes is, what if you do not have pictures of cute dogs? A lot of Facebook pages are boring. Either your page or your client's page at some point is going to be difficult to promote. I've had lots of boring pages of my own and my clients. I've finally got a good system down you can use to promote them. It works for any page. And if you don't believe me, or if you do, either way, we're going to show you now. What kind of page do you think this is? $28 spent, 1,400 likes. Anyone? Well, I'm talking to myself in my office, so more than likely not. This is a fairly typical business Facebook page that does IT services. It started from only a few likes. After a few months of my 1,000 plus like guaranteed service, there's 6,000 people on their page. Have they got a customer out of this? Probably not, directly from the ads at least. However, what they have got now is a page that's respectable on Facebook that has engagement. You see they've got direct post likes right out of the ads themselves. And they've got people that speak English that are interested in computer programming or owners of old computers. This means they're building long-term value for their brand on Facebook. Given Facebook's the largest social network in the world, this is a good investment for the future. Okay, so that works for an IT page. There's lots of IT people online, right? What about a real estate page? You think this could work for a real estate page? What if I get crazy and throw in some actual ads in higher cost countries? I think it'll still work. Take a look at the data now and see what you think. 736 likes for $10. $5.91 for 339 likes. Click-through rates are pretty solid here, but again, the click-through is a reflection of who Facebook has showed the ad to. It has very little actual relevance anymore to how good your ad is. Because Facebook knows who clicks on ads, who Facebook chooses to show the ads to completely ruins the validity of your click-through rate in most instances, given there's not a straight-up pay-per-click bid that's used for the most part anymore. Here's the ad. Pretty straight up. I'm promoting this for a friend in Sarasota for his real estate page. He's a real estate agent. He has a great online presence. He just needed a little bit of help with his Facebook page. He started out with a few likes on it, and now he's up to 3,500. He has more likes than his broker, and he has one of the largest real estate Facebook pages in the state. This is for an individual real estate agent in Sarasota. He is a giant on Facebook compared to any other real estate agent in Florida. And look, these ads are actually targeted to higher cost places, US, Canada, Australia, in addition to the lower cost places such as India, Nepal, Mexico, Argentina, etc. The ads are targeted pretty specifically too to people that like vacation, Bradenton, Florida, Miami. That means someone that's newly wealthy in India who decides, hey, I might like to have a home in the States. Where should I look? They see this ad. He's almost certainly going to get a sale out of this that no one else could have tried to get over the long term. So this is an outstanding opportunity for him to build his page. And this is something you can easily do with your page given the exact data I've showed you here. MLM. Everyone loves a multi-level marketing page. And affiliate marketing. These often get banned on Facebook, ads rejected, all kinds of difficulties. Well, while I would advise caution in promoting a page like this MLM page this ad campaign is for, the way I've set it up is very straightforward. The purpose of the page is to highlight the keys to financial success. They have live Tuesday classes. I have used a simple stock photo in the growth hashtag, targeted people in countries with a low-cost English audience who already like finance. 736 page likes, $7. simple. The page had literally 0 when I liked it. Even the owner himself had not liked the page. Now, a month and a half later, 1,751 people like the page. You can do this yourself doing this exact same type of targeting. It even works for mobile app installs. One of the biggest areas of growth on Facebook now is mobile app installs. 129 mobile app installs for $30. Some people might not jump out the window over these kind of statistics. Others who know how much they pay for mobile app installs would say, wow, I paid $300, $500, $1,000 to get that many app installs. And do any of these come from the United States? They absolutely do. In fact, this is a massive ad campaign, which I'm even trying to improve on, that comes from the US, India, Malaysia, Mexico, Canada, Pakistan, UK, Argentina, Australia, Indonesia, Brazil, or Egypt. Places where there are a lot of Android users. These only show in Android news feeds. These are all English speakers. So it works across the board to promote a mobile app or a Facebook page, and you can even use it for web traffic. Now, assuming you just took me at my word for everything I said, I would still think you'd want to know why. Why is it so easy using these countries and this ad setup with this targeting to get these results? In economics, an Italian economist discovered long ago a 80-20 rule, as it's called in economics. The 80-20 rule works like this. 80% of the people do one thing, while 20% of the people do another thing. Say, for example, in wealth, and it's actually a lot. The 80-20 is just a rough approximation. In reality, 90+% of the world's wealth is controlled by only around 10% of the people. It's actually worse than that. It's like 95.5 or something. But the idea that there are huge hidden opportunities. Most people in their workday do 80% of their work in 20% of the time. Conversely, they spend 80% of their time doing 20% of the work. So this 80-20 rule highlights opportunities and habits. In this case, 80+% of advertisers target 20% of the audience. This means the vast majority of advertising money on Facebook and in online advertising generally is spent fighting against other advertisers. For example, in Google, lawyers and insurance agents often bid keywords $50 to $100 high. They sit there and slug it out over the same keywords to the exact same people. Meanwhile, 20% of advertisers target 80% of the audience. A select few of the advertisers realize there are a lot of opportunities hidden where other people are missing. I am one of those 20%. I target the hidden opportunities. I target the majority of people on Facebook instead of the minority. Now, that said, here's a comparison with targeting the minority. If you want to sit there and slug it out with the 80% of advertisers targeting these countries, and I've even thrown in most of the people I encounter as clients, even if they live in another country, only want to target the United States, or they only want to target their own country. I've thrown a little curveball adding things like this many countries, and still, this is for the exact same event I showed you above. You remember above how I was able to get 700 event responses for less than $60? Now take a look at this event promotion. I've used the exact same kind of ads. In fact, I worked a lot harder on this campaign. I worked way harder on this campaign to get some good results out of it. And yet, look what's happened with it. I've worked this hard to get all of these results, 24 actions. I've worked harder to get a lot less in numbers. And what kind of problem does that present? The main problem that presents is I've spent a hell of a lot of money to get a lot less event responses. Now, most people would argue, well, these people are more likely to become clients. I would agree with that, given the spending power in these countries is much higher than the other countries I've targeted. That said, if I just had these 24 event responses, this cost would be a lot higher. I've got these 24 event responses for $14 with thousands of other people already going to the event. Now, what if I hadn't had thousands of other people going to the event already? It would have been a lot higher. Let's see another example of what happens when you apply the 80-20 rule even more narrowly. This is for a client of mine promoting a Facebook page that they wanted all US likes and they wanted 5,000 likes. I explained to them, if you want 5,000, just get 5,000. Don't worry about US. Once you've got 5,000, then go for US, and just that way you meet your goal in terms of quantity and you meet your theoretical quality goals. Now, these were global campaigns I've shown you above. These are targeted worldwide, and look, they're getting around 200 plus likes a day, every day. Can you guess which day I made the switch on here to US only? Right here, I switched in the middle of the day to US only. Look what happens. These ads are working this well, global, down to 6 page likes the day they ran only in the US. And the sad thing is, that's actually fairly typical. That's about what most advertisers are paying. You know, they spend $10. This is a $10 a day campaign. 6 page likes. And it continues. Another example is for web traffic. I want web traffic directly for potential clients. So I have branched out a bit, but I've focused my ads still on countries statistically where the spending power is the highest. So I did research on which countries have the highest spending power and have the biggest English audiences, and I've sent people directly to my website. 21-cent cost per click is solid. Most advertisers I've seen before they worked with me were paying anywhere from 50 cents to $1 per click to get a click to their website, since Facebook charges a premium on sending people out of Facebook. Even though I'm getting clicks for 21 cents each, these are still a bit pricey compared to clicks I could get in other countries. However, I'm looking for clients. I've bent over backwards to get all these other countries in to try and find hidden opportunities. So you can see the suggested bid here is a lot higher than it would be if I had less expensive countries to advertise in. I have a bunch of different ads in this campaign, and they're fairly straight up, and they're based on research about what people liked the best. Still, at the end of the day, I'm still only getting 21 cents a click, which is good, but the thing is, I have to see if that ends up being worth it. My data shows as long as clicks are less than 50 cents each, I should get a positive return. So still, if I can get 2 clicks for the price of 1, that's a lot better deal. Now, the question is, how can I benefit from a large audience? If you looked at this last example, you know, where I'm doing website clicks, you don't see anything on this ad that indicates what size audience I have. You think, well, you built all these fans on your Facebook pages, and what point is that? So you ask, how can I benefit from a large audience? Now, in the video Thrift Shop, which is stuck in my head, Macklemore says, one man's trash is another man's come up. That's the key line here. I've found all kinds of hidden treasures, put them together in a wonderful community. I think all of you that are watching this, I think the world of you, and I appreciate your time you're spending with me, and I hope this is valuable for you in growing your business. The majority of the people watching this video, statistically, I see that you are people that most other advertisers would never think to target. I think there's great opportunities here for you to grow, and enabling other people to grow is good for me. So it's a win-win. This is what my Facebook page looks like. This is what the aggregate, this is my main company Facebook page. Now, this is not what anyone sees when they click that ad above. These are my demographics. We'll come back to that in a minute. When they click the ad I showed you before, they see this, a website, and they see options. I listened to my customers. My customer feedback said the main thing they do is look for my Facebook page. What am I telling you I do? I do social media and I do Google AdWords. I do business. I have case studies. All right, so I do Facebook advertising, right? The first thing my customers do before they do anything else on my website is go to my Facebook page. My customers repeatedly tell me the only reason I bought from you is because you had a Facebook page that was like no one else's I'd seen. You had a Facebook page that's massive. No one else offering to do social media services has a page like this. At least anyone I've seen thousands. They usually have small pages, and they clearly demonstrate they can't even get themselves off the ground. So why would a potential client want to spend their money to get those kind of results? Now, when the client comes to the page, this is what they see. They see 590,000 likes. They see 2,500 people engaged, which I haven't been posting much, so that's not too bad. They see my website, and what they tell me is they come here, they look at this, they go back to my website, and then they purchase. The Facebook page is a trust and reputation establishment point. Your Facebook page establishes trust with your potential customers. It engages your fans. If you're not in business, your Facebook page might be your entire operation. If you're just out there to get fans and talk to people, more is a hell of a lot better than less. And how do you get more? These are my Facebook fan demographics. And that's why I keep saying I love you guys. Indonesia, 120,000 people from Indonesia. And Pakistan, Brazil, and Algeria, and Egypt, I got love for you guys too. You guys have almost 200,000 if you throw India in there. I mean, that's a bigger audience than probably 90% of the companies that do what I do put together. And you guys have made that all possible for me. Farther down, sure, I've got 18,000 people from the US, and you know what the best part is? I got a lot of them for free off of Facebook recommended stories. When your Facebook page gets as big as mine is, I get hundreds of free likes every day without doing anything or running ads. If you look over here, even though I have this country demographic, my English, the largest demographic of language on my page is US English and British English over here. Over 150,000 people speak English. So, that's how it works. That's your Facebook page is your reputation. It is your trustworthiness online. And in addition to anything else you do directly on the page. So, having a page like this does so much more than you having a smaller page. We stand out, and you can use this information to stand out too. The power of standing out is people are willing to trust you and work with you without having any kind of networking, without being in the same country, without even talking on the phone. When you stand out that much on Facebook, people will give you opportunities you wouldn't get otherwise. And it's nice. I used to hate Clout, but then I entered my information into it. Our Clout score for bandwork.com is in the top 95% of all users scored. I mean, that's all thanks to you guys engaging with the pointless posts I make that are just for fun. And it just, when someone sees that, they know that you're not kidding around. They know that you can do for them what you can do for yourself. So you can establish yourself as an authority in any area you want to be. You can establish yourself in cooking, politics, using this strategy, and building your social media accounts with people from around the world. Clout doesn't care where your followers are from. Clout, Facebook are quite unbiased when it comes to rankings. They truly are a democracy. So you can leverage that power and do great things for yourself. And what's even better is most do not. Most people totally ignore these opportunities. And I did when I started out, of course. I did it like everyone else does. I created an ad with people from my own country and ignored everyone everywhere else. The only way I got to this point a couple years ago is I got so frustrated with failing, I continued to struggle and try new things. And I got to the point now where I'm showing you what I've learned. Here's what happens when you do it the way everyone else does. Look at this app. They've taken the time to find a picture of an attractive young lady. That's great. And a whole 23 people are really excited and use this app already. More than likely, that's their family, friends, and a couple of acquaintances. More than likely, no one has ever used this app that's seen it in a Facebook ad. Are you curious enough? No, I'm really not. That's the problem. Especially in the US and countries where Facebook's been around, no one wants to use now. No one's going to click use now on this. That means your ad costs are high. That means to get those first few thousand users is going to cost you $2, $3, $5, $10,000. Do you have that much money to spend on getting 1,000 people? Wouldn't it be a lot easier to build the baseline first and then show this ad? I might, assuming I was single, I might consider using this app if it had 10, 20, 1,000, 100,000, a million people on it. Then I would know that this app was popular and it might provide good odds at finding new friends. Given 23 people have used it, I'm sure there's pretty dismal chances that I'm going to find a friend on it. So this is what most people do, and this is what you don't want to do. This is one of my favorites. All right, let's look at the title together. Brand Launch Experts. Brand Launch Experts means they help your company, business get known. They help you get out there and promote it. Now, 387 people like their Facebook page. Branding is a journey, not a quick trip. Are you ready for it? Well, an exciting journey to me better start with more than 387 people. If you're an expert at it, you should have thousands. You can't even launch your own brand or give me a decent picture. Please explain to me why I would do business with you. Your ad is out there and it's looking awful, and they have no idea how bad their ad looks. What happens, and I've seen this countless times, people get excited, they launch their company, they put an ad like this up. They've probably worked pretty hard to get those 387 people on there. They spend a bunch of money on Facebook ads trying to build up their brand only to have it fail, quit, give up, and statistically their business fails too. I don't like to see people have dreams and try and fail at them because they just didn't know how to do it. Now imagine if their page had 100,000 likes on it. I would instantly trust their title. I would disregard their picture being a little quirky, as maybe that's what they like, and I might be interested in learning about what they do. Same thing on this one. Only 174. It should have a only word right in front of it. Only 174 people like do video now. I already know you're not that big of a deal. And even if you are that big of a deal, I know you don't have enough of a brand built where you're well-rounded to the point of having your social media done well. This could be a giant video platform. It's just they're non-existent on Facebook. And that wouldn't be a problem if they weren't spending money to try and promote their Facebook page. Take a look at the ad below. The ad below, marketers, this looks a bit better. 1,800 people. Given this audience size and assuming they do it the way everyone else does, I would trust they probably have got a good customer base, and I am much more likely to try and enroll or take a look at them seriously. While these two are just, if I click on them, it's to see if I can get a good laugh. They have no shot of ever getting my business. This company, I will investigate further to see if they have something useful for my business. Look what ads you're up against. You're up against Walmart. And it has two of my friends that like Walmart. Alright, look, let's compare these. Only a few hundred people, a few thousand more people, two friends that endorse Walmart. Now, if I'd never heard of Walmart, I might be interested in taking a look at their ad. Given that I'm already an avid Walmart shopper, I don't see the point of liking their page. Still, when you're up against Walmart in your advertising, you've got to work smart, not hard. More. Look at all these ads. You have Joseph Delgadillo likes a lot of pages, by the way, so statistically he pops up a lot. This page, liked by him, they're using a grainy picture, and it's not just my camera angle or screen share, I promise. The picture's grainy and it's not even in there right. Still, they have a simple ad title. It makes clearly known what it is. This one's great because I'm a man and they're showing me an ad to give birth. The targeting options are pretty simple when you make your own ad. So at least pick the right sex to show your ad to. If it's a labor ad, it probably should be shown to women. This modeling troupe, they've got a good solid Facebook page. They've more than likely invested significant time and or money into building this kind of an audience. What's the problem here? I live in Florida. They're not, maybe they are in Florida. They're advertising something June 22nd. This ad, I pulled this ad a couple days ago. That's almost a 2-month-old ad. Come on, man. Licensed Beauty Pros. 314 people like it. It's a nice, exact ad. The problem is I'm not a beauty pro. However they targeted me, I'm not a beauty pro. This ad's costing them a little bit of money. It has no chance of getting me to like it. And I would at least be interested if they had a giant page. You know, like how the hell did they get 100,000 people to like a licensed beauty professional's page? You know, so this to me kind of is what I expect. Shopping page. No way hardly anyone's clicking on a shopping page less than 100,000 likes at any kind of reasonable cost. People expect shopping stuff to be massive because they don't want to get ripped off on some scam. Be the first to win in the auction, I would guess so. Still, I bet you they've spent $5,000 on their Facebook marketing, and that's sad because you could have a lot more to show for it. Finally, look at this page. We're going to look at some of these that have been done right. 36,000 people. This page has the highest chance of all of them of getting me to engage with it and take a look. It has a clear like for a free reading, and it has a clear call to action. It has an established audience size that I trust. You know, they've done this before. So this is what you want to look more like, is this kind of ad. If you're one of these other kinds of ads that we've taken a look at, you're just wasting your money. And if you are getting anything out of it, the potential you have to get more out of it when you take the time to refine your methods is incredible. If you can get results showing a regular ad like this, imagine how much you could get taking the time to leverage the full audience available. Now, sponsored stories in the news feed are an even better or worse place to show how bad you look. These ads tend to be more expensive than others because they're in such a visible place on mobile devices. Now, do I really want to sign up for Smart Brief when they've only got 20 likes on their post here? Probably not. I just don't trust that that's established. Why would I want free small business news from them when I could get it from Harvard Business Review or Forbes? It's just there's no point for me to interact with this. If it had been promoted first for size, if it had been promoted first to grow these numbers, then I might be more curious after seeing how many other people had interacted with it. The problem is, these numbers offer no value regardless of what this says up here. The thing is, companies with a lot of advertising budget can afford to spend money to build these numbers. Now, I've heard of Progressive. I've seen her in the commercials. I have no intention of getting new car insurance, but still, if I needed new car insurance, this is a post that I can tell a lot of people have seen and interacted with and had something to say about. This, to me, is the kind of post I would click on and be interested in if I was in the market for car insurance. Now, Progressive has probably spent hundreds of dollars to promote this given their limitations in their audience. The thing is, the more they promote it, the better results they're going to get out of the post. Although posts tend to drop in effectiveness over time. So the best way to get great results is to promote huge in size and then go after your target audience all at once. So if you look at this, how does this compare to that? You got 230 likes, a bunch of comments and shares. I mean, 20 likes, 1 comment, 1 shares. More than likely all from people that know them personally. Now, don't get me wrong. I would love for all of these businesses to succeed. I'm giving them some constructive criticism that they can use to help get better results. Statistically, most of them are just going to quit and give up on Facebook ads at some point, or spend a lot of money and not get much back, or get just enough to keep going. I think there's better things you can do than that. I think you can get a page like this for yourself and really have some fun with it and use it to translate into growth for your business. If that's the kind of thing you're interested in, you can email august15@bandwork.com if you have more questions, or you can get a one-time 15% discount on your order and a free consultation. Otherwise, I'm going to keep posting more of these videos for free. The idea is I'm going to give you everything I know and hope that you can use it yourself. I get a lot of inquiries. People say, well, I don't have $400 or I don't have $200 a month, to purchase your services, but I still want to do better. And I want all of you to get the same help that anyone can get from me. So I'm posting all of my information. This is the first one of many of these webinars. I'm posting all of this for free so that you can learn everything I know and do it yourself. The idea is if you don't have money, you're more likely to have time. If you watch these videos from here going forward, you're more likely to learn to do this yourself with the time you have. Now, if you don't have time, but you want to get these kind of results, then I can help you get them. I can do the work for you, and then that costs money. So that's the system I have set up. I really appreciate all of the time you guys have spent watching to get to this point. I want to thank you again to my worldwide audience, everyone in Pakistan and India, Morocco, Egypt, Australia and Canada, United Kingdom, Ireland, Japan, and everywhere else I can't remember right now because there's 40 or 50 countries represented here today. So thank you all very much. I'm Jerry Banfield with Bandwork, and we'll do this again soon.